Right. Okay. This will be an interesting one. Okay, we've done heaps of these. Let's see what we can do with this one. Okay. Going to reduce it there. I'm wondering what we're going to do with it image-wise. Going to darken it. Enhance the text. Probably make it a negative mode. I don't know what background colour to give it. It's got a lot of pastel looking colours in it, so I'm hazarding a guess. Maybe we can make it the happy colour once again, yellow. And we just got to go here and adjust the colours. I'm going here, the brightness. And this one could be do with some more red. And of course we're just doing pretty bog standard settings for this particular type of original, or many different types. We do a lot of originals with this type of setup, but it's nice sometimes to break away from it, which I sometimes do. Let's see how we go. Okay, what is it? It is what I call a Snooty magazine, and this is an artist, but this artist is a bit different from the artists I see sometimes. Stroke of genius, how Neutral Bay artist Natasha Walsh's creative solution to dyslexia led to a shining career. Fuck, I wish my career was shining like hers. I'll tell you what, my dad would be pleased. He'd be very proud of me if I appeared on a magazine like this for my creativity. Unfortunately, that's not just a fucking dream. But at least it's a disabled person on the front of this magazine, not some fucking able-bodied twat that gets an easy ride, because a lot of able-bodied people do get easy rides, and disabled people typically these days get shit. It's like we're told to eat shit and be happy. Well, no, I'm not going to be happy eating shit. I'm going to be happy when I finally make my way on the front of a magazine or something. Oh, that looks interesting. Shit, it's mostly purple. And then I just got her face cut off. Oh, that seems a bit mean, but that's how the copy came out. I don't know whether I'm going to use that. I mean, I could just take a segment and just do that. That might be an interesting composition. But basically, yeah, if I was on the front of this magazine and my dad saw it, he'd finally bury the hatchet that's been between us for so long, in that he hates my photocopier art. He doesn't believe in it. He thinks I should do what she does, and that is painting and drawing. But sorry folks, I'm not talented as a painter or a drawer. I had my time doing paintings and drawings when I was a kid, and I did not exhibit any special talent or anything. In fact, my drawings were shit. To me, they're shit. They're just nothing but children's scribbly little... I know I shouldn't insult my childhood, but I really can't draw or paint, especially. Oh, yes, I can make butterflies. I can put some splotches of paint near the middle of the page and over the page, and maybe create what's simply called a butterfly. But anyone can do that. Fuck. I often wonder why how Ken Doan makes a really good killing on what he does, and he's does children's drawings, and so I think Ken Doan has stolen that part of the show. There's no way I could be like him. No, we don't want 145. Yes, we do. So yeah, I think he's nailed that part of the... He's obviously a very good salesperson, even if his art isn't all that good. I am good at what I do here, but my selling skills are not good. Unfortunately, I don't have the skills to sell this, but no one's promoted my fucking shit, so I'm not terribly happy. But I know I made mistakes that led to this failure of my work shining, and it just rubbed it into my dad's face that this stuff is shit, this is not art. I mean, I'm just so disappointed with myself that I didn't go out with Luigi and marry him, because he was the kind of person that had the ability to promote this stuff. I mean, he was into that stuff as well. So now I have to go on social media and try to plug away at it and hope that maybe my dad's YouTube feed will feature my stuff. So if he sees my stuff coming in and someone's given me praise for it, which is fat chance of that, basically he'll change his mind if he sees that I'm making something of myself instead of failing. And I've got disabilities which prevent me from achieving in the open employment workforce, so I have to find something else that I can do, and this is what I can do, is make photocopier art. But photocopier art hasn't become a success. I haven't been able to do anything really successful with it, even though I know I'm good at it. I know this is something that I'm good at. I know it can be a success somehow if I take my brother's advice. It's like not what you know, it's who you know, he used to say, to the point of ad nauseum back in the 90s. And that sort of made me pretty cranky when he used to say that. But maybe that twit is fucking true. That maybe it's not what I know, it's who I know. Fuck me dead. It's showing up in everything. I just can't get anyone with power and prestige to fucking promote my shit. So I have to promote it myself. And this is how I do it, using social media. And I've done it. I'm pretty sure my footprint on the internet is huge, but I'm still not getting any real bites. I'm getting a few nibbles here and there, like if I was fishing. You could call it fishing for compliments. Oh shit, how pathetic does that sound? Fishing for compliments. That is pathetic, but unfortunately, oh damn, fishing for compliments. I'm wondering what's going to be the centre of this image. Maybe that's going to be the centre, but basically I just can't cut it. I just have not. I had opportunities. There were opportunities with Luigi and shit like that. He was the one that I should have known, and that would have got me into the limelight. And I would have also been happily married and doing a lot of wonderful things for mankind. But now I fucked up in the 90s. I had really negative thinking in the 90s that fucked me over, and Dad used to call me Negative Nelly, and he still thinks I'm negative, even though I'm changing. I've changed a lot, but I still have to be negative because this world is negative. It's not a world where opportunities exist. It's more the old saying, opportunity knocks. But no, we don't have opportunity knocking. It's called the school of hard knocks. We're going back to the days where you get bullied at school. You get bullied for not being a success by the fucking establishment, the rich people, like my dad. My dad's not exactly rich, but he's a lot more well off than I am, and he's had more success in his life than I've had, so he can tell me that I suck without using that kind of language. He can tell me I've got to change my way of doing things, but my dad does stupid things like he can't sing, and yet he sings in this singing group called Sing Australia, and it's full of people who just can't sing but who love to sing. But my dad was good with electronics and fixing things. I wish he would go back to that, even though it's more difficult trying to fix things now because of the way the industry's gone, full of money fuckers who don't want people servicing their own gear to save money. They just want us to replace. So if it breaks, you can't fix it often. The components have changed in size. They've become really small, and you need special tools for that. But Dad, I'm sure, could do it if he really wanted to, but he doesn't want to. He wants to sing and do stupid things that don't give him any real achievement. He is not achieving. He thinks he's achieving. You know, he's got friends and his friends like him, but I think he's a fucking idiot for trying to sing. He's not being himself. Just because electronics have changed and become more difficult to fix, and he even throws things out now. He's a waster. He's no longer a fixer, pretty much. And basically, I just want to see him go back to electronics because I know he can do it. And it was really cool when he fixed the old Rank Arena colour TV back in the early 90s, or was it the late 80s? I think it was, I don't know, he had to get a spare part, which took a while. And when he got the spare part, he fixed it, and I was really impressed to see that. That was really good. And I wish I could see more of that kind of thing with more up-to-date gadgets now. So he can do it, but he can't sing. Tell you what, his school teacher was right. He was a croaker. He can't sing. I've heard him practice, and even when he practices and practice, I don't notice anything new, anything better about his voice. There's no difference. He's a croaker. He's got to accept that and just do what he used to love. Just because he lost his job because Telstra said he was overqualified, he shouldn't have taken that as a reason to give up. He should and he wasn't even a technician. He left his technician job in 1988 to pursue a more lucrative career in management. So he shouldn't have become into management. He should have taken a course to get him to become an engineer, which he wanted to do when he was very young, and he couldn't because apparently he couldn't afford the education. That had upset him. I mean, get off it, Dad. Go back to school and try to learn to be an engineer. Even if you can't get a job, fuck it. You're retired, you could just fix things. That'll be really good. You could probably fix things and sell them. Think about it, Dad. I was proud of you with your fix-it skills. Now I'm ashamed of your singing. It's a real pain. It doesn't sound any good. So go back to electronics.